Hey guys, thanks for coming back to On The Go Crypto. Bitcoin has had a slide in the last week. It's been a down month. The last few days especially has seen a lot of volatility for Bitcoin bouncing off of 59K. While Bitcoin has been going down and will continue to have a downtrend for the foreseeable future, this is not a big deal. This is where you find easy ways to make easy passive income, airdrop farming, and I'm going to show you guys an airdrop that I'm getting in on, some airdrop farming for THORwallet. This is a very well-established project. THORwallet is not, it's not brand new. It's established, it's tried and true. It's got a public CEO, doxed, very, very well-established setup operation. It's a company, not a project. I'll get into the details of all this for you, and I'll show you guys how to set up your THORwallet if you don't have one already, and how to get engaged in this airdrop, contribute liquidity, deposit the tokens. I'll show you guys all that here in just a few minutes, and some of the other features. Like, there's just things that the THORwallet does that other wallets don't, because there's a lot of wallets out there, right? Let's be honest, there's a lot of wallets in the space. It's crowded. But when you get to MetaMask, there's no cross-chain native swaps without wrapped tokens. That was something that THORwallet and the CEO, Marcel Hammond, this is something that he came up with first. They pioneered true cross-chain native swaps without wrapped tokens, real coins. So there's a lot of things that THORwallet has done and does do now to this day that other wallets don't, right? So that's just one of those things. Multi-sig security is another one that I think is huge, massive confidence booster. You can have multi-sig, you can't have that on MetaMask. So, it's just kind of it's an all-around really great wallet, but on top of that, they have a huge airdrop right now. It's about to drop on April 25th. I'm going to show you guys how to get into it. And there's over $1 million plus worth of tokens in this thing. It's huge. So we'll get into it. You see here, THORwallet, again, it's up, over 150% since the Q4 of last year, while, Bitcoin's been having its own downslide. And it just shows the interest in this. I'll link the Twitter, guys. I'll link all this stuff. Their Twitter has a really good LinkedIn on it. It's a very active Twitter as well, talking about the airdrop. Lots of information here. A lot of people interested. A lot of people that I know following it. I'll link this link tree as well in the description. And that way you guys will have a place to come and source all this info and verify everything. Backtest it all for sure. This is the website. Very clean. Website's clean. Talks about how they have multi-sig. Talks about another feature that I really like is their cards. So this is something that not all wallets have either. You can get a global MasterCard good anywhere in the world hooked to a Swiss bank account. And I know that sounds wild, like there's no way that's real. It is real. I assure you, it's 100% real. I'm ordering one as well. And there's plenty of interviews that Marcel has done talking about this, and I would recommend. I'll link their YouTube channel as well. I'm sure it's in that link tree. That way you guys can come and check it out, because he talks on their YouTube channel about all these things as well. It's wild, multi-currency card. They have all these different currencies. It's not just euros and US dollars. There's so much. They've got gasless swaps on here, cross-chain EVM swaps. It's really, and the thing that really gets me too is this MasterCard is cool, but this is what I like the most: true cross-chain interoperability, not wrapped tokens, no third-party intermediaries, and no wrapped tokens. They're the first ones to do this. That's why I'm interested in this airdrop, because of the credibility and the proven track record of this project. If I'm going to be spending my time farming an airdrop, I'm going to be doing it somewhere that has experience and that's not a waste of my time. Also, I'll link this article as well. It's a Medium article. It just goes through the details of everything, talks about the advantages and the requirements. Once you get $1,000 in the LP on the TITN USDC pool, you're qualified for the airdrop. And this airdrop, I can't remember if I mentioned it already or not, but this airdrop is upwards of 3,600 plus per user. That's wild. That's a massive airdrop. And the days of big airdrops are just gone now, right? We remember the good old days of like the Aptos and the Arbitrum airdrops, where you could just do a little bit of engagement, a little bit of farming, a little bit of liquidity provision, and get huge airdrops back in the day. those times feel like they've come and gone. This is taking us back to that. I'll link this article so you guys can come in here and read over all the requirements as well. This is just a really, really, really sweet opportunity, especially if you remember getting those big airdrops from last cycle. We look again at THORwallet's market cap, right? We're hovering right under 10 mil market cap at just under 8 mil right now, 7.8 market cap. It's different. This is a token that's already trading, right? Most of these airdrops we see nowadays, they're very minimum, if anything at all, worth farming for, worth engaging for. And with this one, you can come back and get USDC giveaways as well for just engaging, completing tasks, doing, little scenarios, little engagement, and get even more points and USDC giveaways. But the thing that's important to do here, or to pay attention to here, is that this token is already trading. So there is no risk, right, that you're going to come out and there's going to be, a 50K market cap or something, right? This thing is, you see here, tried and true. There's volume, there's price. I mean, before the BTC drop here recently, this thing was at like 34 cents, hovering at around 18 cents now. Like I said, 150% up from Q4 of last year. This makes it worth my time. You do what you want to do. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And I'll show you here how to get into it. But, this thing's already trading with that market cap. There's no speculation here. This is a Switzerland registered company with a publicly doxed CEO, lots of well-known VCs. I'll show you here in just a few minutes as well. Lots of big name VC money in this. It's just a lot different from your usual farm and dump scenarios. This is something that you can be, confident is going to be trading whenever the airdrop actually happens. You see, got the Binance Alpha listing. A lot of other little listings in here, and of course it's on Aerodrome because it's base. But I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through now how to set this up and how to basically start a THORwallet, import a seed phrase if you need to, deposit the tokens, all of that. I'm gonna go through everything with you guys here. I've got a cut of this. I'm going to put you guys into a THORwallet. And if you have any questions, obviously you guys know that you can hit me up in the DMs, but let's get in here and see about this THORwallet. And I'll show you guys how to get in on the actual airdrop itself. All right, guys, here's the quick walkthrough on how to set up the airdrop. Setting up your THORwallet is really easy, super simple. You're going to import a seed phrase from an existing wallet, or you're going to set up a new wallet, okay? You're going to need to record your seed phrase. It's super important because if you don't record your seed phrase, you won't have access to all your addresses, and you need to write that down. I'll show you how to do that in a second as well when I back this up, but basically setting this up is super simple. All you do is import that wallet, create the new one, deposit some ETH for gas and some USDC. And the USDC and ETH is preferably going to be on base chain, guys. That way you don't have any cross-chain swap stuff going on. And you're going to, I'll show you how you go to airdrop, you register to the airdrop here. Very simple, very fast. The wallet is very intuitive as well. Like there's a lot of wallets in the space, but you see this is clean. You go tap here to begin. You go to the top. You're going to back up to the airdrop. You're going to need to back up the wallet. Like I said, record your seed phrase, all your words to your seed phrase. That way that you can put it back in and you'll have access to make deposits, view all your addresses, simple stuff, just like every other wallet. There's just a little bit more going on in this wallet. So the airdrops, and to keep in mind also, guys, the airdrops on April 25th is when you're going to come back, and I'll show you at the end of this video where to come and claim it. But it's going to be around $3,600 per person that puts in $1,000 plus in liquidity. So it's very juicy. That's very juicy. It's one of the bigger airdrops that's going on right now. So once you get your USDC and your ETH in for gas, you're going to go to swap. You're going to come in here and select your swap from USDC to TITN. Okay. And TITN is the airdrop token. You want to swap half your USDC for TITN. And once you get this done, it'll take just a small amount of time for your confirmation. Be patient, guys. If it, for any reason, it's to kick you out, you just go right back in and resubmit it. It's not a big deal. Very easy stuff, just like any other wallet. They just have all of the rewards section and the airdrop section built inside the wallet itself, instead of being out on an external web page where a lot of these airdrops will do it. Got our confirmation. You're going to come in. You can just skip this. This is something you can do later. These little raffles, you can come back and do them anytime. You're going to go to rewards, then airdrop, then tap here to begin. Then you're going to view your balance. You see at the bottom, dual LP is what we're depositing into. Put in your amount, double check it. You're going to get a passcode every time, just for your own safety and security, and to make sure that you wanted to submit that transaction, right? It gives you the opportunity to fall back if you didn't want to do it. Approve the contract. And while it's submitting your transaction, be thinking to yourself, doing the math. What am I submitting? Take notes, write it down. All right, we got it. Deposit. It's going to let you review the order that you want to do. And if you get that failure like I just did, it's okay. Just come right back out. There's a lot of people doing this, traffic on the network. Just go back in, do it again, and it'll take it. So while you're waiting on it to go through, after you resubmit it, if like you had to resubmit that, while you're waiting on that to go through, be writing everything down, right? Make notes about everything. You guys know I do pages of notes for everything. So like for this, I'd have it in my notebook. For my notes for airdrops, I would have all the notes for this, the deposit amounts, the date, the time, and everything. Once you come out, you'll refresh and you'll see here that it's taken effect. You're going to go back to the same place as well, guys, to view the status, the history of transactions, to claim your airdrop on, like I said, on April 25th. You're going to come back to this exact same place, tap here to begin. You'll go to the top. You can see you can withdraw there. You can also go to the claim right here. Same thing, and claim on April 25th. So it's very simple. It's very intuitive. You see it here. When you go into rewards, airdrop, tap here to begin. It all is like the next thing. So you see we got our confirmation there, and we're good to go, guys. So it's that simple. Feel free to slow this video down in this section to get a walkthrough and a play-by-play. And obviously, you guys know you can hit me up in the DMs if you need some help walking through the airdrop and getting deposited, and maybe crossing over and swapping currencies. That way you can throw base ETH and base USDC and base ETH and base USDC in there. That way you don't have to worry about any cross-chain stuff. And, gas fees are super cheap on Base. I like that this is on Base. So, that really is as simple as it is to get involved in this airdrop. Okay, so that's how we download the THORwallet. That's how you get involved. I'm going to show you Marcel's LinkedIn here. This is something that, there's a lot of people have a LinkedIn, but again, you'll see whenever you get to the linked YouTube page and their Twitter, there's tons of interviews. This guy's been around for years, publicly doxed in Switzerland, building out THORwallet. This started as a savings protocol in mind, and then he hooked up with THORchain. They decided to make it a true native cross-chain swap. THORchain loved that. He speaks about this at length in interviews. I'll let you guys do your diligence and check that out. But, it's the kind of project, the kind of company you want to get involved with. It's not something that you are worried necessarily about your, what your time and your efforts are going to do, your money. This is not going anywhere, right? You'll see that once you look into this and do some diligence. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, a lot of VC money that's well-known VCs, but also I thought it was important to note this. They joined just a while back the Cointelegraph Accelerator. That gives them access to marketing guys, input, consulting, advising, and it just sets them up further for success. You see the OIG Oracles, ZBS, OX Ventures, Contago Digital, all this VC money that's involved in this project. Again, very well built out. There's nothing new here. This is something that's different from other plays, and one thing that I really like, again, that I mentioned, with MetaMask, you don't have multi-sig. With MetaMask, you don't have native coin swap without wrapped tokens. There's no Swiss IBAN account. All of those things they're checked off. There's perps dex trading connected to THORwallet. There's staking connected to THORwallet. The multi-sig native cross-chain swap without wrapped tokens. That's all a very big deal, and that's stuff that it takes the extra mile. It takes the extra effort to get things like that done in this space. And it's just not something that you see on a regular basis, obviously. There's a lot of fee discounts. This is kind of a utility token as well. There's fee discounts, in-game perks and games, staking rewards, and also 50% of THORwallet's revenue powers the fee rebate reward system for this protocol. So in simple, you stake TITN and get USDC rewards. There's a use it, fuel it kind of a loop engine built into this. It's already got a lot of users. That's another thing. There's like over 180,000 active users I saw on one metric. And this is just something that is already happening. It's already trading around an 8 mil market cap right now, up against BTC's down price trend. This is just something that I feel like is a really great, and it's also soon. It's a great opportunity because it's soon. This is something that's right around the corner in April. This is not something that's going to happen in Q4. We know how those things typically play out, right? So, it's something that is live soon, April 25th. And, the earlier you are, the more active you are, you can farm more points. You do daily quests. You can participate in these USDC giveaways to maximize the rewards. And there's just a lot of ways to earn and get points and rewards out of this airdrop. There's a lot to it, iOS and Android app. And, there's just no reason not to do something like this, in my opinion, especially whenever we're in a real downtrend in the market. And TITN, THORwallet, is performing so well against that trend. The market cap's going to be sound whenever this airdrop happens at the end of April. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know if you guys are going to get into it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the DMs, guys, or come join us in the private group if you'd like, guys. We're futures trading there, and we're always looking for easy money airdrops like this. But if you keep it here on the channel, guys, you guys know I appreciate your time and attention regardless. Even if you don't sub to the channel, I appreciate you spending some time here with me today. Above all else, guys, just remember to stay calm and make that money, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks.